had a stem cell transplant. And because our back home in Roanoke, they don't specialize in transplants, that's why we had to kind of be here so long.
His transplant was unfortunately complicated by a couple of our common things we see post-transplant, which is the viral infection and some GVHD. That's what kind of kept him in the region for so long, is because he kind of had, not complication after complication, but the complications he had, the therapy for them was long. Zaire just thrived while he was here. Like, he was a very shy boy when he first arrived, to the point where I couldn't get him to even look me in the eyes or interact. Even Mom was kind of shy that way too. And then as time went on, he became more and more interactive and more playful and dancing, and and our whole group loved him while he was here, and loved kind of how he was able to kind of open up and kind of become like a different person while he was here for transplant.
It made things so much easier for me as the parent, because I know as a kid, he was taken care of in the hospital. He was like royalty there. So they made sure they treated not just him, but I just saw the level of care that how they treat the kids. So I knew he was taken very good care of, but over here is where I got my taken care of.
Having our places close early post-transplant, even late post-transplant to be honest, is super helpful, because if there's any concerns for infection, and he certainly had some, we can get them to the hospital quickly, and we can kind of get them in and get them set up and get things under control better. Having it close and having it readily available and having access is part of the reason we're able to have a transplant program, because if people like Zaire couldn't stay someplace locally, I'm not sure I could actually have taken him for transplant. Giving to places like Ronald McDonald House are so important, because it allows us to bring patients from far away. Patients that don't have a similar type of transplant option close to home, we can bring them to a place where that center exists. Heart transplant, chemotherapy, we can bring patients locally that don't have that option where they live. And that can mean the difference in life and death for a lot of kids, because the care that we give here is top-notch care that can kind of help bring patients to a point of cure that they may not get elsewhere.